let me tell you all about Justin Bieber and his shoes. Please follow the link down there to buy my book, and then you can contribute your thoughts on whether I should write more stories about Justin Bieber's shoes or fewer stories about Justin Bieber's shoes. It's all up to you, really. Alright. Now, Susie liked Justin Bieber. Some people said she liked him too much. Susie didn't agree. She had many posters on her wall and even a Justin Bieber calendar. She had seen him in concert multiple times and watched every piece of video she could get her hands on. She'd even bought some scraps of his hair off of eBay. When people called her obsession sick, she pointed out that she was an adult much older than... Wait. Sorry about that. When people called her obsession sick and pointed out that she was an adult much older than Justin, and therefore her obsession with a boy younger than 18 was bizarre and in all likelihood quite unhealthy, she just ignored them. Men had been obsessed with the Olsen twins before they turned 18. There wasn't anything wrong with that. Was there? Anyway, Susie found that her life was largely meaningless without Justin. She privately called him Justin, as though he was her friend. Once, she had even touched his hand after a concert, where she had also gotten a chance to have her photo taken with him. It was great. She had told her friends she wouldn't wash her hand ever again. Her secret was she was telling the truth. Though try as she might, she eventually did need to wash her hands. After this, she purchased the hair from an online auction, and then she touched the hair every day and felt like that was almost the same thing. Now today, she was looking at an auction for shoes. These shoes were custom Justin Bieber shoes. They were branded with Justin Bieber all over them, and they were allegedly worn by Justin. Just once, maybe. I don't know. The picture showing Justin wearing the shoes even looked authentic. The price was high, but any chance was worth it, and she had already had a place on her wall chosen to display the shoes. She maintained that she and Justin had made a special connection that day when she had gotten the chance to take a picture with him. Perhaps he was waiting till the day when he turned 18, and they could be together without the world thinking ill of her. Yes, that was what Justin was thinking. He was noble and honorable. He wouldn't want people saying nasty things about the woman he loved. There was no way in which this could be wrong. No, not at all. She stayed up late into the night watching the auction. It would end the next day when she was supposed to be at work. The next day was supposed to be important. Someone from the corporate office was coming down to evaluate their performance. It was a hard decision, but she had finally chosen to call in sick. Perhaps, after the auction was over, she would roll into work. She was already looking bad at 4 a.m. If she kept this up, everyone would believe she had been sick. The time counted down on the auction. As seconds ticked by, the price rose. People were bidding at a frantic pace. She knew that it was hers to win. It was her destiny to be Miss Bieber, and the shoes were a sign of her devotion. The shoes were now breathtakingly expensive. She was going to cut out her daily coffee if she was to afford them. But how could you consider the price on something this important? With seconds left, she submitted her bid. She was so sure of winning, she didn't even bother watching the last few seconds count down. Soon enough, the future Mrs. Bieber would have her very own pair of real Justin Bieber shoes. There's no doubt in her mind that this was a great moment, a formative moment in her life. She knew everything would be different from now on. Oddly enough, for the purpose of this story, she did actually win the auction. I mean, you would think with the way I was building it up and, kind of how it was going, that she would lose, maybe, and be surprised. Oh no! But she didn't. We should remember, though, there were many others just like Susie, who didn't win. Obsessed superfans who really, really wanted autographed shoes worn by Justin. One such person sat in a darkened room with their head in their hands. No! Damn! How could I have lost? What is wrong with you, eBay? My bid wasn't good enough for you. This person would not have been in any trouble but for the fact that she too had a shrine to Justin Bieber, with a special place set aside just for those shoes. I take it back. Give me just one more chance. I'll bid twice as much. Oh, come on, eBay. It was fortunate there was no one else in the room. It made the pain and humiliation easier to bear. Take it easy. It's okay. That's okay. There'll be other shoes. Yeah, I can just go to a concert and ask him to give me some shoes and sign them. He won't mind. He knows we belong together. Susie was unaware of the acute suffering going on mere miles from where she lived. The coincidence of their closeness was just that. Though they were both Bieber superfans and avid collectors of his memorabilia, they had never met. Susie was basking in the glow of her win and didn't even think about the price she would have to pay. The girl sitting alone in the dark had had time to contemplate, and something was becoming clear to her. Nothing would stop her. The shrine had grown from a simple picture of Justin from back when he was just a kid on YouTube. It had been 4 years now, and so had Martha, and the shrine had grown, and so had Martha's obsession. She didn't really know how she did it, or what drove her to do it, but before she knew it, she was calling the seller of the shoes. Hello? This is Martha Brown from the Star Ledger. I just wanted to talk to you about the Justin Bieber shoes you just sold on eBay. I think there'll certainly be a big news story. Oh, certainly, the man from the other end of the phone said. Oh, what can I tell you? I understand the shoes are being sold on eBay, and the proceeds from the sale will be going to charity. Oh, that's right. At least 50% goes to charity. I've got to make a living too, you know. So, what can you tell me about how you acquired the shoes? Well, I've been in the autographing business for some time now. And I happen to know Justin's manager, so it was fairly simple to set up a quick signing session. As you may know, Justin is very charitable, and so we will be donating the proceeds to his favorite Christian charity. Ah, yes, I see. Do you think that you could put me in touch with his manager? I would love to get a quote from Justin on this story. Oh, certainly. I think you'll find his manager is a really swell guy. She suddenly had an inspiration. If she couldn't get the shoes from Justin, there might still be a way. Oh, could you also put me in touch with a buyer? I'd love to cover this story from all angles. Oh, well, Miss Brown, I'm hesitant to give out such information, as I'm sure you'll understand. Oh, I understand your apprehension, but you must realize if I don't get the story written today, it'll be old news. Well, you don't want to miss your chance to be at a little fame, do you? No, you're right. Well, I'm just a little paranoid. She then got all the information she needed from the man, including a phone number for the buyer. Oh, by the way, Miss Brown, how'd you get my phone number? Click! She didn't have time to keep making up excuses. It was now time for action. Susie went into work after calling and telling everyone that she was feeling better, even after oh well, whatever. Alright, we'll cut it off there. I'll continue the story later. But for now, stay on the edge of your seats, because Justin Bieber, his shoes, Justin Bieber himself won't be coming back, but his shoes will totally be coming back. It's a wild, crazy sensation of shoes. Alright, so...